for Ghalta and Mavren, baby. That's right. We are just getting all the big dinos out here today. And Vaultborn Tyrant's going to go off because we do have the trigger there. Now, what we're going to do next is take the Vaultborn Tyrant and attack. Vaultborn Tyrant is going to activate the Ghalta. So let's swing in with you. Ghalta will go off. We're going to create another tapped and attacking dinosaur creature token. And the Vaultborn Tyrant is going to go off again. Bang. More life. I think it's all but over. We're just absolutely swallowing them alive with huge dinos. Compliments of Ghalta in there. Ladies and gentlemen, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we got a juicer for you. Before we get into the deck, I want to ask you the question of the day. What is your favorite dino of all time? Let's dig right into the deck here. We got the dino ramp. That's right. So, okay, let's kind of establish what we got going on. In the early game, we do have like more control pieces because I've noticed a lot of times with dinos, you get kind of just steamed out by Convoke, by Mono Red, by a lot of different aggro type of decks. So let's go ahead and just start with the High Noon. The High Noon is like one of the best, in my opinion, anti-meta cards here. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn, and then for 5 in the red, you can deal 5 damage to any target. Obviously, we do enjoy that quite a bit. We don't have a whole lot of red. We'll kind of get into the red sources that we have, but you don't really need red until later on in the game, so we can kind of get that later in the game. 5 damage, any target, very, very nice. Soul Partition is kind of nice. I do like kind of splitting up the Soul Partition and the Get Lost, because with the Soul Partition, sometimes you can target your own stuff, and then you can like kind of play it around that and like at instant speed, whereas the Get Lost is pretty nice. It also creates map tokens for the opponent, so I do usually like to go for like the 2 and 2 split here. Paleontologist, obviously we do need, I mean, we're in dinos, so let's go ahead and just establish that we do love the Paleontologist. There is also the 1-drop mana dork. I am like foregoing that a little bit because I think we just want to go a little bit bigger into the deck anyway. Temporary Lockdown, again, you'll kind of notice that we have like these like white control type of like, you know, creature hate kind of shell here, but it does get better because what I want to do is I want to control the board early, and then let's just drop our big dinos here. We got the Hulking Raptor for a ramp. We got the Blossoming Tortoise because we do have a lot of, you know, Mirrex. We do have a very, very bad matchup versus control, so I think the Blossoming Tortoise is really, really good because we have 4 Mirrex. We've got the Restless Bivouac. We've got the Restless Prairie, which is actually a pretty new one. I am not running the gruel colored one. You probably could. I don't know. Mana bases, it is what it is. It looks pretty good to me. Gishath, Sun's Avatar. Obviously, we do love Gishath. We do have, of course, Cavern of Souls. I'm thinking about actually picking this up to 3, but with like the double white on a temporary lockdown and the double, yeah, I guess you probably could run 3, maybe even 4 of the Cavern of Souls. I don't know. Be that as it may, we got the Tyrranax Rex. This spell can't be countered. You don't need Cavern of Souls for this bad boy. This thing is just absolutely powerhouse. Absolutely love this thing. Now let's establish this one. Ghalta and Mavren. Why do we like this one? Ghalta and Mavren trample whenever you attack. Create a tapped and attacking XX green dinosaur creature token with trample, where X is the greatest power among other attacking creatures, so you don't get a 12/12. So unfortunately, but otherwise you get this one's not as relevant. You get the white vampire tokens with lifelink, where X is the number of attacking creatures. You don't really use that a whole lot. It's more you just want to get another big dino out here. We love that because of the Vaultborn Tyrant. The Vaultborn Tyrant, if you do get another, like I say, you have a Vaultborn Tyrant out, you're attacking with the Ghalta and Mavren, you're going to get another dino, and then the Vaultborn Tyrant is going to let you draw a card and gain 3 life, so we absolutely love that. And that's pretty much it. Like the Tranquil Frillback, of course, we love it. This card's just phenomenal. This card is just absolutely phenomenal. Don't sleep on the Frillback, even though it's sleeping in the picture, but do not sleep on it because destroy target artifact or enchantment, exile target player's graveyard, or gain 4 life is so good. And with the Hulking Raptor, getting that 2 green sources is just really, really nice. I do have Stompers and a Celestus. It's kind of awkward here, but with the Stomper, you have to search for basic land cards, and because we are 3 color, there's not a whole lot, so I've got 2 forests, 2 plains, 2 Stompers. That feels like a pretty good like ratio there, and of course we want to have some more dinos in here because we are dino ramp. So I absolutely love this deck. Very, very cool. Let's go ahead and give a quick shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members. They are the backbone of my mental health and this channel, so thank you so much for you. And like I said, the Blood Artist, hey, just shout out to the Blood Artist little graphic here. I think it's probably one of the best things on the channel. I'm not even joking you. I am not even joking you. But just keep in mind that only you can help save the Aether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Make sure to answer the pinned comment below your favorite dinosaur of all time, and without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Damn Joe 88, hello. All right, so I think we can kind of keep this. We got our Frillback and our little tortoise here. And this is going to be against control. I don't really love that matchup, but it is what it is. So we kind of like to control like the high noon temporary lockdown and then going for like the big dinos later. If we're playing against control, that could be problematic here. No offense, damn Joe 88, but I kind of hope you're not playing control. Mirrex, kind of hoping Faithful oh, so maybe with Faithful Mending, that kind of insinuates, maybe we can kind of assume they're playing the not the Hullbreaker Horror, good lord, the Rakdos Joins Up combo, what is that, the Hulking Metamorph thingy, is that what it's called? Or is that not gonna be card? Either way, maybe they're playing combo, but nevertheless, using Faithful Mending as an instant, say a Sphinx and a counter spell, okay, so, I guess I don't really know then. Let's go ahead and drop the High Noon. The High Noon can shoot them for 5, which is, of course, all very, very nice. Just 5 damage versus control could be very, very nice, but so I'm not really sure. It might not be the combo deck if they're just playing, like, the Sphinx, because why would they play the Sphinx then? Nevertheless, we do have this Frillback. This Frillback is pretty nice. We also have a Mirrex that we can kind of get going, which they do not enjoy. But what I like about the Frillback is we can actually exile their graveyard to really force that, the Faithful Mending play, but they went for Faithful Mending on their own turn, which is very strange. Refine's Towers, sure. This is going to be Esper colors, not Azorius. This is Esper colors. Maybe. I don't see why. I guess maybe some decks actually do run like the cycling, which is a little strange to me, to be honest. But let's drop the Mirrex down. I wish I had a Cavern here. Go for Paleontologist. Paleontologist can actually just get rid of the, whatchamacallit, the Faithful Mending. I don't think it's worth it, though. You know what I mean? Like, we should... I don't know. It's close. If we go for Frillback, we can use that leftover green source. So I think we'll try that. If they have a counter spell, whatever. Let's go ahead and just try to force their hand here. And they do not, which is nice. I kind of like this. They got rid of one counter spell. So let's go ahead and exile target player's graveyard. If they want to use the Faithful Mending here, they're just... It is what it is. They don't. So they have to have, like, a Memory Deluge then, right? Have to have a Memory Deluge. Oh, a Sphinx. Well, never mind. That was, okay, I guess we did see a Sphinx. That does make sense. But at least we got rid of the Faithful Mending. Like, we got a little bit of value out of it. So we're kind of losing... This is kind of awkward because we're losing the race here. Which is kind of weird. Alright, so... we drop this. I mean, we do have the High Noon. The High Noon actually can shoot down the Sphinx. So... let's try and just swing in here. See if they get a little crazy. If they go for, like, Emperor or something, we can maybe try to use the High Noon. That didn't work. See, the problem is that I think they're just going to go in for a Mirrex. Let's go for the Blossoming Tortoise. Again, not really the strongest play. If they do counter it, they're not going to be able to set up for a... Oh, we're not going to go for the Mirrex then. That's fine. And we do get a little force action, which is nice. They see that. They kind of get a little bit more information about our deck as well, which is not great. And now they go for Memory Deluge. So I'm starting to feel a little not so great. But the other thing is since they have the Sphinx, they're not going to really want to go for Sunfall. You would think. Because I have 2 creatures, like... That Sphinx does kind of create like an awkward dynamic, because again, if they want to just erase for us, we might be in business now. Okay, it is worth noting that we do have the Blossoming Tortoise, so now our Restless Prairie does cost a little less. I still think I'm gonna hold off for one more turn. Let's do this. I really want them to bait out something. Or we're trying to bait them out, rather, excuse me. Let's go for DINOSAUR. I want them to go for like Emperor, then we go for High Noon, because once they cast something, the Sphinx will no longer be able to have hexproof. So let's see if they take our semi-bluff. Oh, a Ganjo! Okay, well, I can't do anything about that. Before it goes, we want to activate something, because now we get a little bit of a discount, right? So the Mirrex, I don't know. So that costs 3 now. So the High Noon still can't go for the Sphinx because the Aganjo is just an ability, so they didn't cast anything technically. So Tortoise goes bye-bye. Not great. Okay. Well, let's drop a Mirrex down. If I go for... Let's make sure we use this right. Let's go for Paleontologist, and I still have 5 for the High Noon. And worst case scenario, I could go for the Tyrranax Rex. So if they want to counter this, that will leave open the Sphinx. Gotcha, baby. 3 steps ahead, the High Noon can now take away the Sphinx. Okay, that is pretty good, though, because we're going to lose the race. So, I mean, that is pretty nice. We get rid of that Sphinx. I'm feeling a little good right now. A little good. We have 2 Mirrex. That might be our win condition at this point. Again, I hate how good... it feels like versus control, if you're not all out aggro, a lot of times the game kind of devolves into just like winning via the Mirrex. That's like the only way you can really get like on control's nerves, which I find a little nauseating, to be honest with you. But that's how good control is in the meta right now. But we'll take victories versus control however we can get it. That's kind of what I'm setting up for. If they have Emperor here. They have Emperor here. I think we just kind of live with it. It's not wonderful, but let's try and force them here. They're going to be able to go in for the Memory Deluge, and a big fat Memory Deluge at that, so it's not really good. So maybe I mean, High Noon is still... You have to think about this. High Noon is still 5 damage. 2 Restless Anchorages. Do we want to set up for the Mirrex, though? I'm gonna just do that. See, because now we let the Memory Deluge go. Alternatively, we could try go for High Noon. They have a counter spell. It's a little bleh. It's temporary lockdown, obviously doing nothing here. Still think we're like relatively okay. How do they win here? Like, what's their win condition? Is it? I think it's the Sphinx. Most control decks, they either have Sphinx or Jace. Maybe even like a Hullbreaker Horror. I think I falsely referenced Hullbreaker Horror last time. That would be a little poetic here. So Field of Ruin, obviously unfortunate, but we do have 2 Mirrex going for us, so we don't really... I mean, it's not that big a deal. Let's go in for the Mirrex here. Yeah, that's fine. And of course, like I said, we do not have any more basics. I'm definitely running a few basics just for like the Topiary Stomper and stuff like that, but unfortunately, we kind of out of them. But nevertheless, we still have our other Mirrex, so we still have enough to kind of put some pressure on them. Yeah, let's go ahead and just... I mean, let's do it. At this point, like, what are we actually really looking for? Are we trying to do the most amount of damage? Because we do have this High Noon. So the actual High Noon can deal 5 damage. We also have a Rexy in our graveyard, which we can snag with the Paleontologist. That's a little risky, though. It's a little risky because if we just drop down the Paleontologist, they can just go for Sunfall or just have a million ways to kill it. So, because this is control, we gotta play a little meticulous here. And again, I'm not exactly sure how I want to play with this because we're down to 8 life. Are we more looking towards their just raw life total or the toxic angle here with the Mirrex? Because I do have High Noon, and High Noon can just shoot them for 5, which is nice. I think I'm going to try and do this. I know this is like a little overextendy, which is a little nerve-wracking. Because a Sunfall is pretty devastating here now. So you are overextending. I guess we could go in for like a, you know, if they go for a Memory Deluge, we could eat the Memory Deluge with the Archaeologist or the Paleontologist. Archaeology, Paleontology. Similar, right? So let's do this, and now we still have enough for a High Noon Blast or a Mirrex. So kind of whichever one they want to do here. So a Memory Deluge, okay. What we can do, I actually don't know. I did set that up, right? So the Paleontologist, we can actually eat the Memory Deluge, but I don't know if we really want to, right? Lockdown. Okay, that is obviously not good. Alright, so the High Noon's gonna go bye-bye, so I think what I want to do, let's just shoot him in the face with the High Noon. Take him down to 3. Well, the Frillback technically was going to survive, so... Not technically, it is. Not on a technicality, it just straight up is going to survive. So, I would assume they have something to kind of take care of it, right? Like a Emperor or something, which is not great. But we're not totally dead. We still have a Mirrex, and we have a Restless Prairie. Jace! Wow, okay, that is pretty risky. They're like almost tapped out here, so... I mean, that is pretty risky. Soul Partition. Let's see if I have a Restless Prairie. I mean, I'm gonna try it out, right? Okay, let's try it. Do they? I mean, they have only one up. They have like a Fading Hope or a White March or something. More likely than not, a White March. I don't think Fading Hope's super played in builds that don't run Hullbreaker Horror. So it is. It's going to be the White March. Okay, that is unfortunate. And actually, I think the plan here is to go for Soul Partition on the temporary lockdown, maybe. Because what I can do... Do I want to... Oh, this is so close. It's going to be hard to like even articulate my thoughts here. There's a lot of things going on right now. If I Soul Partition this, I can snag back a Tyrranax Rex that's in my graveyard with the Paleontologist. I have 38 cards in my library. I don't think Jace is really a threat to mill us out. Let's say they have 2 Jaces. 6 times 3 is, what, 18? And then another one is not going to be enough to kill me. So because of that alone, I mean, I think I'm okay here. Okay. Dinosaur's going back to sleep. The Frillback actually is sleeping in the art, so that kind of makes sense. Tapping. Okay, so tapping for mana. Usually they would just kind of pass here. I've not seen an Emperor yet, which is really surprising. I think Emperor is like one of the best control cards ever. Whoa! Whoa, you're gonna attack. Okay, all right. That's a little weird to me. So are they... That's strange to me. And you're going for the map token? Like, this is very aggressive. My friend, this is very aggressive for what you're trying to do here. Alright, so you have 4. You still could go for like an Emperor or something. I don't know. So now do we want to go for... I think we want to go for Soul Partition. Ooh. Do we just want to go for another Mirrex? Because we don't have a Prairie, I think we should probably just go in for the Mirrex. Like, it's close, though. It's close. Cavern of Souls, alright. That's kind of nice, but like I said, how... What's the least stressful path to victory here? I think we're just going to slowly pack. I don't think this... Like I said, we have enough cards in our library to where this is not that worrisome, right? They have a Restless Anchorage, I understand that. Maybe we should just like hold off, because I want to use the Soul Partition. I want to use the Soul Partition so that I can snag back the Paleontologist so I can get back my Tyrranax Rex. Deluge. Obviously not great. I mean, it's not great. 37 cards, so 7 times 3 is 21, and then another one would be 5 times 3 is 16. So there's still 1 card off from being able to mill me to death with Jace. Right? Am I doing that right? Yeah. So I don't think I'm... They're not threatening with a mill death yet, even if they did have another Jace. Once they had like... Let's say 2 more. Then, well, yeah, no, then we're kind of screwed. But nevertheless, let's see what they do here. All right. Oh, so they're going for 6. So goodbye. Down to 19 cards. I think that's still the answer here, is to go for Soul Partition and a Mirrex token. But not because they didn't sacrifice the Jace. That tells me that they're not setting up for another Jace, which actually is a little bit a little bit alleviating of the stress levels. I really do not like control. I understand. I mean, like, it's such a hate. It's pretty much mostly hate right now. It's like 70-30 hate. I understand why control exists. I just it's just kind of nauseating to play against. Adawara. Oh, so they're gonna. Okay, so that makes a little more sense. Do I want to Soul Partition the Jace now? Probably not, because again, this Jace is not really threatening lethal. Right? 19 cards. Sure. If I had like 15, then sure, I would be a lot more nervous. I'd probably go for Soul Partition. But if they can't mill me to death right now, then like, what am I really worried about? Yeah, 19 cards. I mean, Jace can't mill 19, so in one turn. They only have 6 more mana. They're going for this Jace, which is a little surprising. Yeah, I have 19. I want to make sure I'm not crazy. 5 times 3 is 15. We have 19. Sure. And they're going to target my Frillback. So what do they... Okay, so they might have another White March in their hand. So... I don't, like... Let's do this. I mean, this is the best move here. Let's go for Soul Partition on the temporary lockdown. We're going to get our Paleontologist back. And we have enough for a Mirrex token again. The way they played around this Jace is very strange. So, yeah, let's do this. Mirrex. They only have 2 open. I don't see how... I think we won, right? There's no way. There's literally no way they can actually get this back. So let's go ahead and use this. Paleontologist, and where are you at? Where are you at, my big, beautiful raptor? Not, well, Rex, not raptor, excuse me. Sorry, Rex. I'm sorry, Rexy. Let's go ahead and get back our Rex. This Rex obviously can't be countered. We even have Cavern of Souls, so we have double the can't be countered, and there's no way we win, right? We win. I'm feeling pretty confident. There's no way, because this can't be countered. We've got Paleontologist, 2 Mirrex token. They have 2 open, and now with the ward, it's over. Tyrranax Rex slams the door shut on control, and I love beating control, especially with a big dinosaur. I don't think it gets much better than that, so GG's, baby. Let's go. Andy War. All right, so we're going to war with our huge dinos here. You gotta absolutely love it. If I can just at least get into my 3rd land, there's absolutely no worries. So it's semi-risky, but I don't think we get mulligan this, right? There we go. We got a Restless Prairie. A little slow to start, but that's okay. As long as we're not playing mono green, or sorry, as long as we're not playing against mono red. But we do have the Vaultborn Tyrant, so even if we were playing against red, we do have a little bit of life gain in this deck, and we also have the High Noon. So actually, probably would have welcomed mono red with this opening hand, to be honest with you. Nevertheless, we are running Naya. Got a little Sundown Pass action. I'm gonna go straight for the Stomper. Let's just go ahead and ramp up. Let's go ahead and ramp up, and don't think it really matters here, but I will go green. We don't need a whole lot of red in this deck. Don't need a whole lot, especially with the High Noon. We do already have it, so... Don't need a whole lot of white either, to be honest with you. The Heart and Core and Soul, Heart, Core, Soul, is all going to be green with dinos, so... Hello, Liliana. They're gonna go for discard. You're not gonna make me discard or sacrifice my Stomper. Probably the better move, and I think I'm gonna get rid of the High Noon. I don't think I really am that afraid of... Mono Black is usually not really that big on double spelling, so... Ooh, Gishath. We absolutely love that. So let's go ahead. This Restless Prairie does not kill the Liliana, so I think we're gonna go for the Hulking Raptor instead. Yeah, unfortunately, the Restless Prairie does not buff itself. It's only other creatures. So... we're just gonna go for the Raptor instead. This is very risky, though, because if they have a go for the throat, they just go for the throat on the Stomper. And then the Lily, they just sacrifice the Raptor to get around the ward. So maybe I should have gone for the Prairie, even though it doesn't kill. It's close. Yeah, there's that exact scenario that I kind of referenced there. So now they get around the ward on the Hulking Raptor. That feels pretty bad. Feels pretty bad. Maybe we should have gone for the Restless Prairie instead.
Your friends has to leave.
Beef, okay. Nevertheless, I mean, they don't have a whole lot of, like, you know, offensive presence. So we still have a monster hand here. Blossoming Tortoise. Well, I think I'm going to go for the Blossoming Tortoise rather than the Raptor. Thankfully, we do not brick on that. So if they want to go for Liliana and kill the Tortoise, we at least have a Hulking Raptor. And plus, we want to ramp up because we have these big dinos in our hands. So that's feeling pretty good. Ooh, I do not like the bat. No, don't like the bat. Because now, oh, that's really bad. Do not want to see the bat here. Ooh, not good. So now there's no element of surprise here, unfortunately. Got straight hair here. Go and take care of that. Alright, so they take away the Gishath. Unfortunate. So what do they want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is like really risky. If they make me discard, I'm probably gonna discard the Raptor, and we're just gonna like fingers crossed. Because they cannot deal with this Vaultborn Tyrant. Mono. Okay, so discard. Fine.
I'm tired of your
I'm just gonna roll the dice, baby. I'm just gonna roll the dice. So let's get rid of the Raptor. Maybe they have another like bat. Doesn't really matter either way. I'm rolling the dice though. If this resolves, the Vaultborn Tyrant, I don't know. I think it's pretty much over because they only have kill spells. Black only kills. They can't exile the Vaultborn Tyrant. So if we slam this thing down, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's go. All right, we get the Brushland. We are going to get this Vaultborn Tyrant down. Let's waste absolutely no time. Spinosaurus, baby, come out and play. Draw and gain 3 life, which is of course beautiful. But like I said though, even if they do have go for the throat, we're gonna get back. Ghalta and Mavren with the Vaultborn Tyrant feels absolutely amazing. Okay, let's go. Absolutely swinging in, so they're gonna have to chump block with the Dream Thief. That's fine. Get a little more ramp action going. Feels good. They go for the throat. A little confusing. Then they let me have the attack trigger, and we brick anyway. So they actually, like I said, they should have done that beforehand if that was their plan. But with Liliana, yeah, they can use it. But I get my Vaultborn Tyrant back. This is fine. Vaultborn Tyrant, come back my Spinosaurus. You literally have to use 2. So this is fine. And now that this is an artifact, their go for the throat is actually not even relevant anymore. So this is fine with me. So now we have our little... Nah, I don't want to say little. I don't want to say little. Now we have our big dino back. Dream Thief. Yeah, they're just looking for any answer here. Go for the throat will not be effective anymore because now this is an artifact dino. But here's what I'm most excited about. Well, why are you swinging in here? I guess I have trample, so they know it doesn't matter. That makes sense. Okay, so here we go. Now this is about to get crazy. We already have our huge artifact creature out here, our lovely Spinosaurus. Let's go in for Ghalta and Mavren, baby. That's right. We are just getting all the big dinos out here today. And Vaultborn Tyrant's gonna go off because we do have the trigger there. Now what we're gonna do next is take the Vaultborn Tyrant and attack. Because now the Vaultborn Tyrant is going to activate the Ghalta. So let's swing in with you. Ghalta will go off. We're going to create another tapped and attacking dinosaur creature token. And the Vaultborn Tyrant is going to go off again. Bang. More life. I think it's all but over. We're just absolutely swallowing them alive with huge dinos. Compliments of Ghalta and Mavren.
Sorry, I'm not.
Let's go ahead and drop down the tap land. But I think we're looking really good here. 27 life. Even if they did drop, what, like a Shelly? Like, who cares? Okay, well, Gix actually is a... Well, do we care? Not really, right? They draw 3 cards at the cost of 3 life. Let's say they have... yeah, just gonna go for the throat. I mean, they only have 2 mana open here, so... They're paying. They're also paying the life. Make that 3, excuse me. That's it. That is it. They even cannot stand the Dinos, baby. VC, PC, hello. All right, so we'll go ahead and keep this. Yeah, I mean, we can kind of rock with this. This is fine. We don't have any of our big dinos, but that's okay. Red. All right, so here we go. We're at least on the draw, or play rather, excuse me. And we do have the... Ooh, okay, well. This is what I kind of like about this deck, though. We get to combine both elements. We can combine both elements. We have the temporary lockdown and, like, the, you know, control elements early in the game, and then we just slam down the big dinos later. Pretty good. So a play with fire, if you're playing with fire on my creature, you're not playing with fire on my face, so I love that. I would like, yeah, we really would like to use the Tranquil Frillback a little bit more effectively here, so let's just go ahead and wait. We do have a Soul Partition if they want to get crazy, so we can temporarily lock down both of these creatures. Ancestral Anger, I think I am just going to Soul Partition this now. It is a little not super mega great, but we do alleviate some damage this way. I think it's okay. We slam down the Hulking Raptor. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, we still have a temporary lockdown for whatever they want to do next. I'm going to let them go through. I definitely would like to slam down on a T-Rex. That would be pretty nice. Alternatively, we definitely have the Frillback. Ooh, yeah, I said, this is wonderful. We're going to get, like, the max value out of our Frillback here. Obviously, we would love to gain the life. They have an enchantment that we can kill. And because they have an Ancestral Anger... Ooh, we could just slam down a Rex, though, now, right? Ooh, I don't know. That's pretty nice. But I don't... Yeah, I think we're still going to go for the Tranquil Frillback because all three modes are extremely relevant here. I think we're going to do this. I think so. So auto pay, auto pay, auto pay. All three of them are... We cannot pass this up, right? So we're going to kill the enchantment. We're going to gain life because that's... Oh, no, we're going to exile your... Excuse me, you're going to exile your graveyard. Yeah, okay. I'm glad they kind of like asked me, are you sure? And then the Ancestral Anger is very relevant here because obviously, you know, we don't want them to have another Ancestral Anger in the graveyard. So gaining life, always relevant. Killing enchantment was relevant, and the graveyard was relevant. Pretty cool stuff. So Slick Shot Show Off, whatever they want to do here. Well, they see that exactly. There was their Ancestral Anger. I mean, it could matter for sure. Now I'm thinking here, do I want to block? I think I am. I know it seems a little crazy because we do have the temporary lockdown, which would get rid of that, but not our creature. But, like, I still am a little wary on the whole life thing. I think I would rather just be a little safe here. I know this seems crazy. I know this seems crazy. I don't know. I am crazy. I am crazy. But I think with the Slick Shot Show Off, they can just put insurmountable amount of damage out of absolutely nowhere. So I think I'm going to play a little bit more passively. We do have another Frillback that we can kind of get back with the Paleontologist as well. So then, you know, the Rex has haste anyway. So we couldn't win with... We couldn't win with Rex last turn anyway. So I think that was still the right play. And a Gaja, we're going to win. We're going to win with this big Rex again. They're tapped out. Let's go. 10 life is absolutely no problem. Tyrranax Rex, one of my favorite cards. I mean, like, it really is amazing. The Phyrexian dinosaur, bang, bang, out of absolutely nowhere. And goodbye, Mono Red. Goodbye. Bannergond, hello. Alright, so yeah, we'll block with this. Again, we usually just find a way. Okay, so we've got a Mirrex. Like I said, we don't have big dinos with the Hulking Raptor to kind of ramp into, but you just find a way. Sorry, I gotta say it twice, because if you're not kind of picking up where I'm putting down. The Jurassic Park. Love Jurassic Park, by the way, but either way. Life finds a way. So Vanargan, let's see what you got for me here. We got Rakdos colors. Lizard. Oh, well, I was gonna say lizard. I was gonna say, what in the hell? Okay, so Rivers of the Claw. Sure. I guess we'll go down for the Mirrex. Should I actually go for the Celestus or should I go for the Frillback? The Rivers of the Claw does have Menace, so like I don't think that's really worth it, right? And we already have a turn 4 play, so I guess we'll just kind of do this. I'm a little nervous though. I was gonna say, that lizard really threw me off. So, nevertheless, they did call lizard, but this is gonna be a dragon deck, I'm assuming. Ooh. Invasion of Tarkir, okay. So, don't think we can really bust this open yet, but I'm a little nervous though. Like, what? I don't really have removal. So, I guess we'll just call out Dinosaur again, but it's pretty obvious. We are running dinosaurs, baby. A little awkward here. I could go for Paleontologist and Frillback to kind of set up double blocks, but that's, I don't know, it feels pretty thin. I'm going to try it out, I guess. That feels pretty gross. I'm not feeling too great about this. Alright, so if they have like a single go for the throat, they're going to be able to just crack this open anyway. Not great. I guess we've got to try, though. We got to try. They don't have removal, we're in luck. I'm going to try and block this. Well, it doesn't even really matter. So Invasion of Tarkir. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. So they kill the Paleontologist, and they're going to swing in with the Menace. I can't block. Okay. Hello, Thunderball. Okay. Soul Partition. Ooh, Soul Partition is actually pretty juicy here. Because what I can do is go for the Soul Partition on the Thundermaw. It's not going to come back as the Thundermaw. That's actually pretty nice. Let's go for our Hulking Raptor. And I'm going to have to do this now. Because if they get the attack trigger, then that's kind of not good. So let's do that. Okay, that's fine. So that's actually really nice. Because when it comes back, it's just going to come in for the Invasion of Tarkir again. Because we cannot have that Thunderball out and about. That is just not going to work for me. Alright, so they are playing. Let's go ahead and... I think I am going to double block. I mean, I do have a... It's close, man. It's really close. I don't really want to get rid of the Hulking Raptor. I'm assuming that's what they're going to go for. I mean, we have enough mana here with the Celestus. We could just... I don't really know if we're going to need it. Junji! Oh, baby, Junji! Man, okay. Oh, let's go ahead and give him a nice for the Junji. I have not seen Junji in a hot second, which is absolutely amazing. So kudos to the Junji. That's amazing. Okay. I think we will go for the Prairie. Because we're living on a prayer. Right now. This Junji's gonna crack open this Invasion of Tarkir. We can go for the Tyrranax Rex, but I think we're gonna be a little slow to the game here. Oh, Brotherhood's End. Oh, let's give him a crying face. Okay, this is looking really bad. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't feel so good. All right. Well, we can go for our Tyrranax Rex. Let's try. We can just try. We lost yet? Hold on, that's 9. No, not yet, I guess. 9, 11, 13. And then Invasion of Tarkir is like 15, I think. So we're still safe. We're still safe from the Junji and Defiant Thundermaw damage with the Tarkir. That's pretty cool though. I can't. This is pretty good. I loved losing to Junji. If I can lose to any dragon, I'd choose Junji. See, even next turn, it's not like we can really. How do we win? How do we win this? Do we even... Oh! Well, that is going to take care of that, right? Pull gives them haste as well. Hey, that is absolutely glorious. We'll go ahead and... yeah. Hey. Absolutely clank him up. GG's on that one. Bang, bang, bang. Hey, that was a pretty sick deck, though. I got to give it up to him. Punisher. All right, hopefully you can become the Punishee today. I would love to do the punishing. All right, so we got some Art Card of Waste. I'm a little nervous here. Obviously, I'm really putting a lot of stock into this Mirrex. Okay, now we're really nervous. So we do have a very, very large lack of green. Let's go for the Paleontologist. It does go through. I'm being very risky here. Being very, very risky here. Hopefully they do not get rid of my Paleontologist. Oh, Looker Bat. What the hell? Okay, that threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. That threw me off way off. Okay. Nevertheless, can't go for the Stomper. I guess we'll just go for another Paleontologist. Alright, so we're still good there. Now we have double green. But this Rune Lurker Bat in Azorius colors really threw me off, though. Okay. Please do not kill my Paleontologist. We need the research. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, okay. And Gishath. Okay. Well, we have nothing we can do. We can go for the Frillback eventually. But we have, I don't know, that's a hardcore eventually. I mean, we have no green sources. Maybe I should have mulliganed here. Hindsight's always 20/20, right? Alright, come on, fingers crossed. We gotta get some green sources. We do not see a green source. We do have a Soul Partition. Guess it could be worse, right? Let's go and swing with our little might. Our mighty might. Bang. Oh, yeah. So, we can get both Paleontologists back. And that Rune Lurker Bat really just... got my head, at least my head scratching here. Alright, let's try it out. Soul Partition. See if we can get our stuff back. Obviously, no more lies. Just counters us perfectly. So hopefully they do not have a... And negate. Okay, so that was big whiff. High noon. Oh man, this is not looking good. No green sources. Oh god. Guess we'll swing in here. They can't animate the Anchorage and block, so it's fine. What's the plan here? High noon does not really help that much here, because we're not really looking to take out their like raw life. I think it's just going to be going for another little might token. Ew. I should have mulliganed 100%. Not having at least one source of solid green. I know we had the Mirrex and the Paleontologist, but definitely eating crow on this one. But we'll try. Hey, baby, we're still in this. We're still in this. There we go. Okay, we got a green source. I would love to be able to use the Boseiju against the temporary lockdown, but we just need the green source. We just need green, so I'm not worried about anything else. Guess we should swing in here, right? If they do animate the Restless Anchorage, I guess that... I mean, they'll still have enough for like a negate, because they're not going to tap the Anchorage for blocking, so... Still not sitting great here. They do have to pay 1 life, though. That's right. That's right. We're slowly winging them down. They had to pay 1 life, so... I think I'm going to try and go in for the Paleontologist still. The Frillback is good if we have another green source, but we do not. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just go for the Mirrex, I guess. We already have them at 3 counters. I mean, 3 counters is pretty good, right? Hulking Metamorph. You're just gonna cast it? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Usually we kind of want to like, another high noon, son of a gun. That does suck. I think we just, oh man, I don't even know what to do right now. We could kind of out-tempo them in the Mirrex department, but I think just because we have this kind of going on. Very weird game here. Extremely, extremely odd game. Because they do have the Metamorph out, I don't think it's really worth it to go for the Mirrex battle right now. Especially because they start going for the Restless Anchorage. Another lockdown, okay. Sad face. We do need another... If we get another green source, we can search for another green source with the Topiary Stomper for a forest. So that would kind of alleviate all the concerns. See if they want to swing in here with the Anchorage. I don't think they would, right? So this is obviously going to be the combo deck, and they do go for the Restless Anchorage. Wow, okay. Down to 14 we go. And there we go. We'll get another green source, thank God. So now what do we want to do here? Do we want to go for the Frillback and get rid of a temporary lockdown? I mean, that is pretty juicy. Or we can go for the Topiary Stomper. I think we're going to go with the Topiary Stomper. Let's go ahead and just find our last green source that we really, really desperately need. And then we can kind of work into like maybe the Tyrranax Rex. That took a while, but like I said, they are a combo deck. They're definitely not control, as far as I can see. So map token here. Do we want to block with the Stomper is the question. Confounding Riddle. Yeah, because this does the graveyard stuff, right? The Confounding Riddle. They definitely want to get this Hulking Metamorph into the graveyard. With like Rakdos joins up, Abuelo's Awakening. So, I don't know. If I block, that puts it into the graveyard for them. But we also... I don't know. I don't know. So they're... I mean, they're trying to, like, really push the offense on us right now. So, I don't know. It's close. I'm going to let it go through, though. I mean, we do have enough for lethal here. If they don't have removal, I think they would have a get lost. But I'm still going to go for it. No, are they going for a map token? If they go... Ooh, that is risky business. They are not seeing this Tyrranax Rex, obviously. Yeah, they have 12 life. This is just enough for lethal. I thought they had to get lost for the Topiary Stomper. Bang! Absolutely out of nowhere. You gotta love the Tyrranax Rex, baby.